Good morning, children. Hope you all are well at home. I am Veronica Pereira and I will teach you science. Tell me, children, what we have learned in the previous chapters. We learned living things, non-living things, structure and the functions of plant. What are the features of living things? They can grow, they can move, they can breathe, they can reproduce. For all these activities, what do they need? They need energy. They get energy from the food. Food is the one basic need of all living things. All living things like plants, humans and animals need food. Plants make their food by photosynthesis. Let's see what is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. The word photosynthesis can be separated into two small words, photo and synthesis. Photo, which means light. Synthesis, which means putting together. What is this, children? This is a plant. Leaf, fruit, branches, stem, flowers. In the presence of sunlight, plants take the carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil. Plants make their food in their leaves. This is why a leaf is called kitchen or the food factory of the plant. Tell me, children, can animals make their own food? No, they do not. Animals either eat plants or other animals. In this chapter, we will learn about animals and their feeding habits. Chapter 3, Animals and their feeding habits. In this chapter, we will learn why animals need food. Animals need food for their growth. Herbivorous animals and their feeding habits. Carnivorous animals and their feeding habits. Omnivorous animals and their feeding habit. Pets and domestic animals. Let's see why animals need food. Why animals need food? Animals need food to survive, to move around. Animals get energy from the food. Some animals like donkey, bull, horse, elephant, camel help us with our work. To do work, animals need energy. Animals also need food for their growth. Have you ever seen a puppy sucking its mother's milk? In a few months, a puppy grows to become a dog. You can see here all these animals are feeding their young ones. Cow, bird, cat, giraffe. When they are too small, they are not able to get their food by own. Like you. When you were little, your mama used to feed you. Now you have grown a bit. Now you can do some of your work by yourself. Animals also need food to stay healthy. Here is an activity for you, children. It is given on page number 25. Make a list of 5 animals that you see around you. What food do they eat? Write in given table. In first column you have to write name of the animals and in second column you have to write what food do they eat. Do all animals eat the same kind of food? No, they do not. Have you ever observed a house lizard? What does it eat? It eats insects. Crow eats worms and grains. Lion eats flesh. Goat eats plant. Elephant eats plants. All these animals are eating different types of food because they all have different food habit. Animals can be put into different groups based on food they eat. What all these animals are eating? All these animals are eating plants. Animals that eat only plants are called herbivores or herbivorous animals. Herba, which means plants. Vorous, which means eater. Herbivorous animals are depend on plants for their food. Let's see some examples of herbivorous animals. Zebra, elephant, rabbit, cow, giraffe, treehopper, iguana, goose, goat, sheep, deer, butterfly, grasshopper. All these animals are depend on plants for their food. What all these animals are eating? All these animals are eating flesh of other animals. Animals that eat flesh of other animals are called carnivores or carnivorous animals. What all these animals are eating? All these animals are eating flesh of other animals. Animals that eat flesh of other animals are called carnivores or carnivorous animals. Carn, which means flesh or meat. Vorous, which means eater. Animals hunt for their prey. They kill other animals and eat their prey. What is prey, children? Prey is an animal that is killed and eaten by another animal. Let's see some examples of carnivorous animals. Lion, tiger, leopard, crocodile, alligator, whale, shark, tuna fish, eagle, kite, hawk. All these animals are depend on other animals for their food. Omnivores. We have just seen some animals are depend on plants for their food. Some animals are depend on other animals for their food. Some animals they can eat plants and other animals. Animals that eat plants as well as the flesh of other animals are called omnivores. Omni, which means all. Vorous, which means eater. Omnivorous animals can eat both plants and meat. They can eat more variety of food either than herbivores or carnivores. They can get their food more easily than other animals. Let's see some examples of omnivorous animals. Hen, pig, bear are the some examples of omnivorous animals. Tell me, children, are human beings omnivores? They eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, and they also eat meat, fish, egg. So human beings are also omnivores. Here is another activity for you children. It is given on page number 26. Collect pictures of 10 animals, classify them into 3 groups. Herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Paste them under suitable headings in your notebook like this. This activity you have to complete in your notebook. Let's see food chain. You know children, in the presence of sunlight, plants make their own food. Plants are eaten by herbivorous animals. Some of herbivorous animals are eaten by carnivorous animals. This forms a chain called food chain. A food chain shows how living things depend upon each other for their food. In a food chain, energy in the form of food passes from plants to an animal, then to another animals. This forms a chain called food chain. Let's see some examples of food chain. Corn eaten by rat, rat eaten by owl. Carrot eaten by rabbit, rabbit eaten by fox, fox eaten by lion. Grass eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper eaten by frog, frog eaten by python, python eaten by eagle. You can also make many food chains. Before I explain you about eating habits of animals, I want to tell you about human teeth. Human teeth. Can you tell me children how many types of teeth we have? We have 4 types of teeth. Incisors, canine, premolars, molars. Incisor. The 4 teeth in the upper and the lower jaws are called incisors. Their primary function is to cut food. You can see in this picture, we have 4 canine teeth in upper and the lower jaws. Their primary function is to cut food. Herbivorous animals have sharp incisor teeth. These teeth help them to pluck and bite leaf and grass. Canine. There are 4 canine in the oral cavity. Their main function is to tear food. In red circle you can see this is canine. Carnivorous animals have long pointed curved canine teeth. These teeth help them to tear flesh of other animals. Carnivorous animals have long pointed curved canine. These teeth Carnivorous animals have long pointed curved canine teeth. These teeth help them to tear raw flesh of other animals. Premolars and molars. Premolars. These teeth are located behind and adjacent to the canines and are designed to crush food. Molars. The most posterior teeth in the mouth are the molars. They have broader and flatter surface. They are designed to grind food. Here you can see premolars are in orange color and molars are in green color. Herbivorous animals have flat and strong molars. These teeth help them to grind and chew plants part. Eating habits of herbivores. Herbivores chew grass and leaves. They have sharp front teeth. These teeth help them to pluck leaf and grass. The back teeth of these animals are flat and strong. These teeth help them to grind and chew grass, leaves and other plant parts. Herbivores have following eating habits: chewing the cud, gnawing the food, sucking the food. Chewing the cud. Have you ever seen cows and buffaloes chewing their food? Cows and buffaloes first swallow half-chewed food called cud. Once they have eaten enough, they bring the cud back into their mouth and chew it properly. This is called chewing the cud. That is why we often see their mouths are moving if they were chewing a chewing gum. Can you tell me, children, what is rumination? Chewing the cud is also called rumination. Animals that chew the cud are also called ruminant. Let's see some examples of ruminant. Cow, deer, goat, giraffe, sheep, buffalo are some examples of ruminant. Gnawing the food. Have you ever seen rat or a squirrel eating its food? How are their teeth different? Animals like rat, rabbit and squirrel have a pair of long and sharp teeth. These teeth help them to gnaw on hard food like fruits and seeds. Gnawing the food. Have you ever seen rabbit or a squirrel eating its food? How are their teeth different? Animals like rabbit, rat, squirrel have a pair of long and sharp front teeth. These teeth help them to gnaw on hard food like fruits, nut and seed. Let's see sucking the food. Insects such as butterflies and moth, they suck the sweet nectar of flowers. Just like you suck juice through a straw. They do not have teeth. They have long and hollow mouth tube. They use it to suck in nectar from the flowers. Like mosquitoes suck in blood from the body through sharp hollow tube. Let's see animals with special body parts help to eat food. An elephant has a long trunk. It uses its trunk to pluck leaves and push it into its mouth. It also uses its trunk to suck water and put it into its mouth. A giraffe has a long neck, which help it to reach leaves, fruits and branches of tall trees. Let's see eating habits of carnivorous animals. Eating habits of carnivores. Carnivores have a set of teeth that are very different from herbivores. Animals like tiger, lion and cat catch and kill other animals. They tear up raw flesh of other animals. The back teeth of these animals are very strong. These teeth help them to grind and chew raw flesh and bones of other animals. Eating habits of carnivores. Lapping, swallowing food, catching the prey by tongue. Let's see lapping. Lapping. Dogs and cats drink milk and water with their tongue. This method of drinking is called lapping. Let's see swallowing food. Swallowing food. Animals like crocodile, snake and lizard, they do not have biting or chewing teeth. Their teeth are meant for holding the prey. So they do not chew their food at all. They swallow their food whole. Frogs also have teeth, but for holding the prey. Frogs have long and sticky tongue. It shoots its sticky tongue out of its mouth onto its prey and quickly rolls back it into the mouth, catching its prey. Let's see eating habits of omnivores. Eating habits of omnivores. Omnivorous animals can eat both plants as well as the flesh of other animals. They can eat a variety of food. The sharp teeth are in the front of the mouth, which allows omnivores to bite into pieces of meat. You can see in this picture they have sharp teeth. These teeth help them to tear flesh. The flatter teeth are usually behind the sharp teeth, which allows them to chew all their food. You can see here the back teeth are very strong. These teeth help them to chew and grind plants part. A bear have sharp front teeth. These teeth help them to tear flesh. They also have flat and strong back teeth. These teeth help them to grind and chew plant parts. However, omnivores like earthworm, they do not have teeth. They have thick muscular bands in their mouth. You can see in this picture, they feed on soil which contains small parts of dead animals and plants. Can you tell me, children, how do birds eat their food? Birds feed on seeds, grains, buds, fruits and also worms and frogs. Birds do not have teeth. They use their beak to catch and feed on their prey. Pet and domestic animal. Pet animal. Animals that stay with human beings are called pet animals. Some common pet animals are dog, cat, rabbit, rat, parrot that are kept as pets. They are kept for fun. Domestic animals. Some animals give us useful things and help in our work. Animals like cow, sheep, ox, buffalo, donkey, goat, camel, horse, pig, mule, kept as a domestic animals. Some animals like hen, duck, guinea fowl lay eggs. Tell me, children, what is milch animals? Animals that give us milk that are called dairy or milk animals. See some examples of milk animals. Cow, goat, buffalo are the examples of milk animals. Here are some points are given which show you how should we treat animals. We should give them love and care. They should be kept clean. They should be given clean drinking water and proper food. They should be given clean shelter to live. Sick animals should be treated properly. If you have pets and domestic animals at home or in your farms, you should also treat them politely and kindly. In this chapter, we have learnt animals need food to get energy to grow and to stay healthy. Plants make their own food by photosynthesis. All animals have different food habits. Animals that eat only plants are called herbivores. Animals that eat flesh of other animals are called carnivores. Animals that eat plants as well as the flesh of other animals are called omnivores and food chain. Now I conclude my session with a little homework. First question is, what is rumination? Second question is, what are the eating habits of herbivores? Third question is, are human beings omnivores? What is food chain? Thank you children. Stay safe and study well.